Next, let's do something with an individual component. Keep in mind I can undo with Control Z. So I'm going to undo here and get it back to square. Okay, so let's say I wanted to make this, instead of being a cube, I wanted it to be a rectangle. Well, there's a couple ways I could do that. And you're going to find in 3D modeling there are many ways to solve a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and right click, hold down right click, and I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to go ahead and click this edge, then hold down shift and click all these other edges here. Alright, so now I have all these top edges selected, and you can tell because they're a slightly different color here. And now I can move and change it into a rectangle. I want you guys to play around with this. I could also scale down, create a pyramid, going back to the move tool. I could also twist this around with the rotate key. Remember, that's E. Okay. Now I'm going to end up breaking things like that, so don't do that. I'll go back to just a normal selection tool. So now I've just like that created a pyramid. So what simple objects could you create with nothing but a cube and these simple tools right here and the edge tool? Okay? There's a lot you can do with just those simple tools. Now let's go ahead and do something called an extrusion. You'll be using this a ton in your 3D modeling. So I'm going to go ahead, right click and go to face mode and select this polygon at the top. Now what I want to do is I want to make some more polygons here. So if I just use the W key and move it up, notice the whole object's move. I don't want that. I want the object like it is, but I want to extend or extrude from it. I'm going to go up here to Edit Mesh and hit Extrude. Now keep in mind, sometimes there's hotkeys for things. Control plus E. Now remember, I told you we're going to do a lot of extruding, so you're going to want to remember this hotkey, Control plus E. So let's go ahead and just click this for right now. Notice it doesn't look like anything happened, and that it gave me a warning here. Select a poly or component or object to extrude. This is where warnings will happen. So if you try to do something and it doesn't seem to be working, check this message right here. And many times it'll lead you to your answer. So all it's saying is we didn't have a polygon selected right here. Okay? So let's go ahead and try that again. We go up to Edit, Mesh, Extrude. Okay. Now notice all of this changed. But I don't see any change in the polygon. But if I move this up right here, oh, look at that. I've created a whole new cube on top attached to this original object. Okay? Now I could also scale it or rotate it. And what's the hotkey for scale here? R. Just like that. Okay, but this time I'm actually going to make it go wide here. And then I'm going to go W, and I'm going to move it up. Okay, just like that. Cool. Awesome. So what did we do there? We just extruded. You're going to use it a lot. Now remember, I told you about a hotkey you will want to remember, and that is Control E. So I'm going to go ahead and do Control E right now. Control E. Once again, I can move this up, and I've got another extrusion going on. Okay, so already we're started with a very simple object, and it's starting to become more complex. So why don't we go ahead and go to R, scale up a little bit, and I'm going to move it out just a little bit, scale it back up, and I'm going to hit Control E again, move this over. Now, what am I making here? I don't know. Could be a vase, could be a lamp. I think I want it to be a bomb though, because we're doing game design, and what is a game without bombs? Let's be honest. It's ugly, but maybe we can make something out of it. I don't know. I might throw this away. I might destroy it, never show anyone ever again. Okay, so I'm going to do another extrude here, Control E, move up, and then I'm going to scale it down, hit R, scale down. Okay. Now, that is a pretty ugly bomb right there. I think we all understand that. Let me show you something about polygon modeling that you don't know. I'm going to hit the keys. What did I just do there? What happened? I subdivided the polygon. Okay? So I'm going to teach you a couple more hotkeys. I know we're going crazy with hotkeys, but trust me, it's worth it to learn these. to get around. So I hit 1, nothing happens. I hit 2, I see something interesting happens here. I've got this original frame from this view, but I also have this kind of subdivided or rounder shaped object in the middle, and when I hit 3, I just get that kind of subdivided shaped object. What this is when you model with polygons, you start with a rough outline of what you want to do, and then you subdivide it, and then you get your final result. This helps with modeling. It also helps with handling large, complex models. It keeps the computer from working as hard, or your graphics card. Now, not on something simple like this, but if you have a massive model and you subdivide it, sometimes it'll bog down your system. So what we do is we work out here with the simple, and then we look at what the final result will be. Okay, so now it's looking more like a baseball bat when I actually subdivide it. So I'm going to go back out to this view right here, which is 2. So 1, 2, 3. Practice that with me. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to work in this view. I'm actually going to work in either 2 or 1. So I can see the changes I'm going to be making. I like this view quite a bit, number 2. All right, so it shows me kind of the whole, and then it shows me the final result. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this so it's more like a round bomb. All right, so I'm going to go back into edge mode, and I'm going to select these edges right around here using the shift key. If I make a mistake, I can just click off again. Shift key. There we go. So, and then I'm also going to hold shift and select these ones down here. Okay. So now I've got those selected. I'm going to want to scale them, and I'm already on scale. Hit R, but if you weren't, that's okay. Notice I'm on the scale tool. So I am going to scale them. I don't want to scale them in one axis like that. That makes like a hairbrush or something, or a mirror. Nope, I want to scale them all evenly. So I'm going to undo, Control Z. If I grab this little box in the middle, it's going to expand them evenly. Okay, I know what you're thinking now. It's a bowling pin. I gotcha. We'll just keep working on it and see what we come up with here. So maybe I'll go like that, right there, okay? Maybe a little more. And I'm gonna hit the W key and move it down just a little bit there, okay? All right, so our bomb, you know, it's not amazing just yet, but give it time.